Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the $10 million challenge. Welcome back to jbuzz.gaming. Hope y'all are having a great day today. So we left it off last time with cotton harvesting, with the AIs finishing up the field there. So we have a couple things to do. First thing is we need to pick up the cotton bales from the field. After the AIs have finished, we did not do that just yet. Went ahead and pressed on to March to get the darkness out of the way. Today we got planting to do, planting, rolling, those kinds of things to get done, get crops in the ground. Canola, wheat, and replanting cotton in that same field. So a lot to do today, but hope y'all had a good 4th of July. Hope everybody had a good time. Everybody was safe. Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this. All right, here we are. So we ended up getting 2 full bales and 2 partial bales. Partial bales are just because we used 2 cotton harvesters. Otherwise, we would have gotten 3 full bales, but not bad on this field. Not bad at all. Normally, in the past anyways, I was using the cornfield that we have as another cotton field. And that would usually between the 2 fields, I would get about 100,000 liters out of it. So we should have about 60,000 liters from this field, give or take. So hopefully that is the case. Get it? Case. If it is, then the spinnery will stay running for a pretty good amount of time. It ran, I want to say 7 months off of 100,000 liters, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. Came up with producing, because we're selling clothes next month. So let's take a look at that right quick. Oh, I didn't know we can do that. Let's see. Clothes. Yeah, ended up coming up with 26,000 pieces of clothes total, which is very impressive. $500,000 is what we're looking at. Probably more because April, it's actually higher. I don't know. There hasn't been a year yet where I don't sell in April because it was higher. So we'll see. Hopefully it's the same. Hopefully it gets, hopefully it is higher and we can make some extra cash. Because that's just going to benefit us in the long run. So 500,000, that's going to put us in a good spot to buy a couple things. Especially our sugar mill that we've been on the highest priority list is that sugar mill. So sugarcane harvester, that's number 2. So, well, might switch those priorities, but we'll see what we need. But that sugar plant is the sugar mill is very much needed. All right, we are back at the farm, so we're gonna go ahead and dump this right here. These bales are humongous. Y'all will have to excuse the unrealistic here, because I don't know why, but they're both in the trigger. But it's only going to take one. It won't take the other. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But I just move it over just a little bit. That's all I did. All right, cool. We got 2 more bales to pick up, and we'll get on to planting. Yep, that happens every single time that I do this, and I don't know why I haven't learned yet. We'll go the other way. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. So, aquaculture's coming. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. Fish farming. Fish farming for trout and stuff is from what the trailer looked like anyways. I think that's going to be pretty cool in a new map in the UK. I think it's Scottish. That's exciting. That's very exciting. New equipment. JCB is going to have an actual tractor this time instead of just wheel loader, which is pretty cool. That'll be exciting. So what we'll do is, I think we'll do a different series on that. I think we'll do a Let's Play series for that and start from scratch. Not a full start from scratch, but starting a new farm in the UK. So we'll build together on that and go from there. But yeah, November 4th, it looks like, is the release for that. So got the last 2 bales. Get these back to the farm, and then we're gonna go ahead and start planting this field, because our Kinsey planter, is a direct seeder, so we don't have to cultivate at all, which is very nice. All right, here we are. We're back. One more time with this. Make sure everything gets up to the trigger. There's 1. And there is 2. See how much we ended up with. No, spinnery. There we go. Yeah, 60,000 liters. Perfect. That is perfect. All right. That's exactly what we needed. So we're going to activate the cotton there. We're going to deactivate the wool, so that way it's full cotton. We get as much as we can out of it prior to going to April. Let's check on our animals, because we have not done that today. They're feeding on the meadow still, so that's good. Chickens, 6,900 liters. That's fine. And the water buffalo have 161,000 liters of TMR, so we are good there as well. These little calves are going to be producing milk here soon, so we should be starting to see this milk start skyrocketing here very soon. Let's check on the grain mill. Yep. Oil mill too. We're good. Okay, is there anything to sell this month? Oh, the honey's ready to sell, but we're not doing that, so. Oh no, we missed it. No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We do have some sunflower oil we need to sell. We do need to sell that today. Okay. All right, sunflower oil it is. We didn't fully miss the lettuce just because we didn't even really have all that much in February. So next year, well, yeah, next year, this will be sold. We will sell excess wool, just to make extra money there. Canola oils in December. Okay, cool. So time to press on to the planting. We'll leave that semi-truck where it's at, and I'll see y'all at the field. All right, we are back in the field. Time to get this rocking and rolling. We got cotton going in. First time for you guys, probably 100th time for me, give or take. But it looked like that Scottish map. I kind of hope it's kind of like this one, where we have our big fields, our small fields. Plenty of room to still do agriculture. Because that's my favorite thing to do, is the agriculture side of things. The animals are kind of whatever for me. but I'm kind of excited to do the fish farming. So kind of check that out, do something new for a change. But it won't be, I don't think we'll do a 10 million challenge or anything like that for that map. I think we'll just do we're all learning type thing for that. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, hopefully y'all like that series as well. All right, finishing up our last little strip here. Almost done. Check all the nitrogen. Well, this happens a lot. Anyways, checking our nitrogen, make sure it's all good. Should be done now. Yep. Okay, let's get that turned off, folded up as I run into the fence. My driving skills are impeccable. All right, let's check on nitrogen. Should all be good. I think the pH is fine as well. Yep. pH could be better, but I limed it not long ago. And it is what it is. I think the liming could improve on the precision farming, because I mean this was done with the only lime spreader in the game, and it's pretty uneven. I'm not a fan of it, but it is what it is, and we'll take what we can get. But there are spots that are perfect, spots that are okay, so we'll take it. It's all good. These need lime bad, really bad. We might actually do that, honestly. Do the lime, spread some slurry, plant the canola and wheat. But yeah, I do the slurry. The reason why I don't do manure is because you have to add that straw bedding. When you add the straw bedding, for some reason, unknown to me, it actually affects the yield of the buffalo milk and cow's milk as well. I'm not sure if it does for goat's milk, but I don't think goats can do manure anyways. But nonetheless, it affects their yield. So what I don't want is for me to add straw. Excuse me, person that's trying to cross the street. What I don't want is for us to lose yield on that buffalo milk because it's so profitable. The more we lose, the less money we make. So I'm trying to prevent as much of a loss as I can. But yeah, we'll spread the slurry. And then we'll do our solid fertilizer seeder, excuse me, not feeder. And that should help our environmental score go up with our precision farming. Precision farming got an update today. I have no idea what got updated. I'll look into it here in a little while and see what actually got implemented, if anything. I think they probably, I would assume they improved the lime stuff. That's really the only thing I'm seeing wrong at the moment. The other thing I'm seeing wrong is you can't hit 100%. Unless I'm doing something wrong, I've tried everything under the sun to the exact point of the help menu. And I'll pull that up for you too. So if you go here to the help menu, if you have precision farming on, I think it's at the bottom. Where precision farming, where are we at? Let's see. Am I wrong? I was wrong. Where? There's a place for it. I forget where, but there is a place. Help. There we go. Yeah, so go over to your map and then help at the bottom here. It was in the help menu. I just meant, oh, okay. You tab over. Okay, I see. Anyways, now I've lost my train of thought. Environmental score. Your environmental score is based off nitrogen, your pH value, your weed control, soil sampling, if you sampled the soil or not, and tillage. So you come up here and you go, okay, well, my pH value is low. How do I get that up? Okay. All you have to do is put lime down. Makes sense. Same with nitrogen. Nitrogen, it depends. So with nitrogen, slurry or manure will increase your nitrogen level by a fixed value. And then mineral or liquid fertilizer adjusts the nitrogen level automatically. Now, whenever you come down to economic analysis or the environmental score, nitrogen, the score will change depending on the fertilization. The maximum score is 30. Will only be reached if you use the manure sensor for the organic fertilization and the crop sensor for the mineral fertilizer application, which is what I did, and it hit 100. The one I'm having a lot of problems with is both the pH value and the weed control. The weed control, I use a hoe, which I know I'm getting a decrease for, but I also did use, let's see, where is it at? Weed control via spraying. I did use, where is it at? The spot spraying. And I got the same exact score. So hopefully they fixed that. They probably did. But so far, I prefer to use the hose just because it's faster, in my opinion. And we don't get too big of a score loss for it. So, but nonetheless, yeah, precision farming is actually pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's a lot better than what they had prior to, which was nothing really. Moisture value. Moisture. Add moisture. You should not be able to harvest within 20 seconds of it raining. I've had a tornado come through and harvested right after. You should not be able to do that. Which, in my opinion, it's an option. It should be an option to turn it on or off, so that way you can have the realism if you'd like it. But you go through and have a tornado come through, and then yeah, we're gonna harvest. Okay, all right, bunch of hail and torrential downpour, but we can go with that. So it's all good. I think everything should be able to be turned on or off, just because people have lives and time is a factor. So I know a lot of people have that problem where you want to play the game, you want to play it as realistic as you possibly can, but it's impossible to do so because of the in real time it takes to do those things. So it's not as fast as doing a time lapse, for example. You're watching it on YouTube and it's like, Lord, these guys are getting a lot of things done. Reality, they played for probably 3 or 4 hours total time. I guess I did not back this up well. I did not back it up well. at all. I'm going to destroy this equipment. That's okay. We don't get penalized for that either. All right. But yeah, I mean, these guys that are making these videos spend about 3 to 4 hours playing the game if they're playing extremely realistic. So, you know, take what you can get. All right, so here we go. We're going to put this on steering assist, and we're going to get going. All right, we're finishing up this last little strip, and then we'll be good for slurry. We got 2 more fields. I don't normally put the slurry in the other 2 fields, just because it's a little inconvenient to go back and forth from the barn to the fields, especially that farther one. That farther one will probably never get slurry. But these closer fields, they usually get them. So we'll be done with slurry for now. We're going to spread lime on this field. This is a pretty high yield field, so we're going to go ahead and get lime on it for the time being. We're going to drop that right there for now. We're going to go pick up the line spreader. The good thing is that we don't have a lime sell point on the farmyard, but we do have one very close, right next to field number 2, actually. So it's pretty nice and convenient for us in that aspect. All right, lime spreader. There you are. Also can be used for fertilizer. We do have the discs on there. It makes it so much wider, so much faster doing that way. 6 meter, yeah, spreading width. So it makes it, I think, 25 meters total. I think that's right. But yeah. Okay. Steering assist, and here we go. Almost done with the headland. We're almost there. Now, this is a lot of field work, getting the fields ready to go, but it is very, very much worth it in the end. I think lime's either a 10 or 15% yield bonus, so it's very much worth it in the end. So, yep, we are almost done. We're gonna fill up at the lime station here, which is actually right behind field number 2, which I think we're gonna do as production field. I think that's where we're gonna put our sugar mill. I think that's where we're gonna put the cereal factory and the grape processing plant as well. Big field, but the yield is just not good out of that field. So we're gonna at least make it worth it. We have it, and I think I made the decision on we are gonna buy the field down south there, and I'll show you what field that is here in just a second. Let's get on. If I can get this filled up. There we go. So field number 90. That's what it was. I knew it was 9, but anyways, yeah, 116. It's hard to beat. I would buy 89 because 89 is like 120. Yeah, 123. However, when you go to buy it, it includes this right here, which is also a farmyard, and we don't want to pay $300,000 for 13 acres when we're only getting 6 acres out of it. So, just not worth it in my opinion. All right, we're all filled up. No, I did not mean to disconnect. We're all filled up. So back to the field and back to the liming. We're almost done. We're almost there. Just passing the sugar cane there. I'm pretty excited for that. I have never done sugarcane on Farming Simulator before, so it's definitely a different thing for me. I don't know why the steering system's down. Yeah, I've never done anything with sugarcane before. I did sugar beets. I've done sugar beets before, and those were interesting to say the least. Very worth it though. They're a very high yielding crop, but sugarcane, I have no idea what to expect. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this liming done, and then we'll put some wheat in the ground. Alright, we got this little bit right here and that little bit over there. And then after that, we can get this wheat in the ground finally. Making progress. We are making progress. It is springtime, so I know I have seasons turned off, but this will be about normal if I did have
Season's turned on, getting the field work done. After it sitting for the entire winter. I think in the next series, we're gonna keep seasons on. I've never played with seasons on before, so I would actually thoroughly enjoy trying it out for once. So getting a little difficulty in there, having to actually plan my crops and things like that, instead of just planting it whenever I wanted. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the play with this new fish farming thing. Can't wait. I cannot wait to check out fish farming. I knew it was a thing, and actually here on this map, there is a fishing farm not too far from here. When we get this parked, I'll show you. And I wonder if they'll implement that into this. Let's see. Alright, so construction menu, because I don't have flight mode or anything like that. I don't fully remember where it's at, but I know it's nearby. Here it is. Right over, there's the warehouse. Here's the store right here, grain mill, our grain mill. This looks like a fish farm. Looks just like a fish farm. So I wonder if whenever this DLC drops for the new map and stuff for fish farming, if this will be a fish farm. Potential. Curious, very curious. Okay, so now let's get the wheat in, and then we'll probably end it there. We'll see. We'll see how much time we got.
All right, just this tiny little strip here, and then we are all done with the wheat. I love planting whenever there's lime. Makes it so much more gratifying, I guess. But I think we're going to end it here. When we come back, we will plant our canola fields, both of them, and then we should be able to move on to April. But we don't have too much left to do for the spring, the quote unquote springtime. We have to plant field number 8, and we need to plant field number 87, which our canola fields. We still need to lime 8. I might do that off camera, so that way it's not monotonous for you guys. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot. Come April, we'll also sell our clothes, which is going to be a huge payday. Huge payday. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming back. Stay tuned for our big sale on the next episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the good things if you would like to do that. And I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one. Thanks.